basically a proper tongue posture, and you should always keep your tongue up, your lips sealed, mouth closed, and you should chew with your mouth closed, and then you should be beautiful. Basically, that was like my main motivation for starting mewing, because I was really unhappy with my side profile. It looked extremely big, underdeveloped, and ugly. And it looks better now, still not like perfect or pretty even, but it looks better. That was not my only motivation though, because I couldn't breathe properly either, especially while sleeping or doing physical activity and things like that. Basically, the most changes that I found in myself is definitely in this area, like maxilla and nose area that followed basically maxilla, and a little bit of changes in the chin area, but basically nose area is the most significant. A little bit under eye support, I think it's better than it was before, and in some places, like when light hits differently, I can like see this shadow here, which was not there before. My upper palate expanded, not like a lot, because I had a pretty wide face ever since I was a child. Like front view of my face did not change that much, but still in the very beginning I was not able to put my tongue up fully. Like it would still touch my teeth, or I would even slightly bite on the tongue, which don't do that, and I would try to fix it, but it was like I was struggling in the very beginning. And very early on, I think it was maybe after a month or two, I was able to fully put my tongue on the upper palate. Very soon really saw the result. For example, when I would do my makeup, I would feel that these parts were different, like it was more forward, and there was almost more bone very early on. I know now that it was probably just moving forward, but that's how it felt. And also I noticed very early on that my side profile of my nose looked different. Yeah, the chin is a little bit more forward, jawline is a little bit more defined, but the jawline part is actually the weakest change of all. Anyways, things that I've done are actually what I just told you about in the beginning of the video, but that's not the only thing, because in order to even do that, in order to keep my tongue up, I actually had to strengthen my tongue, and I did that through exercises. Basically, I followed exercises that are in Mewing app from Dr. Mike Mew, so basically the original app, not the little fake ones, but the original one. I mean, it was a little bit pricey, but I kind of knew that it was gonna motivate me, you know, to keep mewing, to keep doing exercises, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm pretty happy with the result. I mean, it's only been 6 months and I am 25 years old, so changes are not supposed to be quick at this age, but still I think my changes were pretty quick. So basically I would do those exercises every day, and how each month went by, I would notice my tongue being more strong, and mewing was much easier. I'm still struggling a little bit, like in a sense of actively thinking about it, but it's much better than before, especially because my upper palate expanded a lot more, which makes it a lot easier to not having to think about keeping my tongue up. I think probably the biggest mistake that people do is that they try to mew, but they do not correct the weakness of their tongue. It actually is a muscle, and if it's strong, then it will easily be kept like on the upper palate. So basically it's also not only the mewing, but everything that you do that will make mewing more easy. Don't underestimate small steps like doing exercises and then trying to mew during the day, and repeating that for months and months, and you will literally be able to mew even while you're sleeping. Yeah, I think that I said everything that was kind of important. I will definitely keep on making content like this, like everything about mewing. I want to approach it from a different standpoint and look at it from a slightly different perspective. Yeah, because I think that it's maybe unnecessarily hard for people and that people struggle with it more than they probably should. I know that it can be pretty demotivating hearing so much about how if you're older than 25 then it's almost zero progress that you can make or zero changes, which is probably and most likely and obviously not true. So yeah, I have already a few ideas about some things that I wanna talk about, and that's it from me.